Hello and welcome to Grind Slime TV with me, your host Aaron. And today we're going to be heading down to Mexico for some evil blackened death. That's right, we've got the old band here, Sargatanas. Oh, yeah, this is their first album, The Enlightenment. Really cool artwork. It seems a bit blurry. If I move this around a little bit, get a bit of light on the situation. There we go, look at that. Ooh, yeah, that's what we like to see. I don't know if you can see just there, look, poster as well, the band. Great stuff. Now, a lot of people, from what I've read, do not like this band. They say they're boring. And I totally understand why people would say that as well, because this is an hour long. It's pretty much the same tempo throughout. Yeah, the songs are pretty tough to tell apart from each other than the Possessed cover of Satan's Curse. Really cool cover as well, I think. No, it's just pretty much power chords, growls, and mid-paced drumming throughout. Like, if you're familiar with Archgoat, when they tend to go a bit slower and more mid-paced, that's what this sounds like. There's no blast beats on this album. At least I couldn't spot any, and I've listened to it a fair few times. And, it's pretty mid-paced, pretty standard. It's 4/4 timing throughout, as far as I can tell as well. So people tend to find it's a bit of a slog. But man, I really like it. I mean, I like the minimalism of it. I mean, it's got the pretty standard inlays there with the cheers and the lyrics and the thanks and whatnot. Originally recorded in 1996 and was released in 99. This is a reissue. Only 1,000 of these were made. And on the back there, it's a hand numbered. I've got 388. I don't know if you can quite see that, but it is what it is. And it was put out as well on a gold CD. Again, can't really tell in this light, but it's a gold CD nonetheless. Pretty heavy stuff. I think it's that sort of maybe B standard, C standard kind of area. Old Temple put this bad boy out from Poland. Cool little label. But I think it's really, really good fun. I enjoy it, It's got this nice logo there by Lord Sargatanas, who's the founding member. He's a guitarist. He does both lead and rhythm, but there's not many leads as such. I mean, they're dotted about the place, sure. But as a whole, I mean, you can find this on, Bandcamp, YouTube. Give it a listen, and if you can make it through the entire hour, then you might be onto a good thing. But I think this is a wicked album. I listened to it on headphones quite a bit. It's one of those ones, I don't know, it just vibes with me. But if you're one of these people who listens to it and go, it's a cool background listen, you can do a lot worse than this. When you're working, gaming, reading, writing, drawing, anything like that. Or just having a wank or something. Just whack it on, yeah. And the riffs are heavy. Like, don't get it twisted. It's not like, and like I said, I understand why people would say that this album is boring. I really do. But I think it's the oh, it's one of my throat. I think it's the furthest thing from boring. Nose hairs doing me head in. So yeah, really, really cool album, The Enlightenment. And then you got their follow up, Knights of the Southern Cross. Now this one's about 46 minutes, give or take. It's only got 9 tracks, I believe. Yes, 9 tracks. And one of which is a Sacrifice cover of their song Reanimation. Great Canadian thrash band. If you haven't checked those guys out, really, really cool. Definitely worth your time. At least, and I think that's the track from their For Determination album, which is the second album, which is oh man, yeah, it's a good one. But moving on from those guys, here's the front cover there, and the alternative logo there, which is quite cool, quite cool. Same lineup as on the first album. Again, very standard inlay, even more standard than it's just black and white. Cool. cheers, thank yous, and all that lot, as you want to do. No gold CD this time, and from what I understand, this reissue, I think there are only 666 of these made. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it's very simple stuff on the back there. Look, you see track 4, you've got your sacrifice cover. Really cool stuff. Again, this is pretty much more of the same, though this does have some blast beats in the first song. Though I think they're blast beats. They're those ones where the snare is like really quiet and you can sort of hear it. It's like, ah, cool. But this, not that I think this album's repetitive. A lot of people do, which is fine. This one's probably less repetitive with a bit more groove and like melody in it, but not a lot. You can tell this is the exact same band. You know, having the same lineup helps that, though. Metal Archive says there's a dude on there called Astaroth playing guitar as well, but he's not credited in the album, so I'm going by what it says on the album. Same lineup, 3 pieces, you can't go wrong. Just drums, bass and vocals, guitar, all you need. But now, we've also got an extra little treat, and that is the obscure Sargatanic Possession. Oh, look at that cool ass box. This was my introduction to Sargatanas. Got the back there as well, look at that. Ooh, yeah, ooh, fancy. Yeah, but it's got this cool ass OB styled strip there, or an O-ring, whatever you want to call it. And I like the Digipack gatefold action. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And on the inside here, look at that, 2 tapies. Cool artwork, you can't really see. Gonna sneeze. I sneezed. And you got all this stuff going on, and this has tracks from sneezed again, from their first album and the second album, but it like some lifted straight from the records. But this also has tracks that were done live. Also, there's rehearsal recording on here, and an unreleased track too. And the rehearsal recording is from one of their rehearsals before going in to actually record the Enlightenment, which is really pretty sick. I think that was pretty cool. This is what came with the poster over there. So really, really cool stuff here, man. I mean, if you're into your tapes, I'd say it's worth picking up just for the decoration. Look at it, it looks sick. And it came with the poster. Really, really cool band out of Mexico. I don't think they've really done anything since. There's been a bunch of compilations out and stuff, but as far as I can tell, these 2 are the only full-length efforts they've put out there. There's a bunch of demos. I don't think there's any like official EPs or anything like that. There's a bunch of promotional gear, which I don't own, nor do I intend to. It's like just a bunch of digipacks of songs I've already got. But can't go wrong for Mexican death metal. Now they say it's black and death metal on Metal Archives, and I would definitely call it black and death doom, because when it goes slow, it goes slow, baby. Oh yeah. So if you're into that kind of stuff, I reckon you'd be all over that. You know, think Cenotaph from Mexico, like I say, sort of mid-paced Archgoat stuff. Some Beherit, like old school Beherit sort of influences in there too. And maybe if you're into like Parabellum, when they go sort of nice and slow and stuff, it just sounds really evil. You know, they sing about blasphemy, devil, all that kind of stuff. You know, evil shit. So, cheers for joining us today. Enjoy Sargatanas. I certainly do. And enjoy the rest of your day. Keep it metal, keep it extreme, keep it underground.